Good morning. It really helped. I'm just saying, try it. God paid the ultimate price, and all we have to do is sit in the back seat and count. All he asks is that we read the word and we complain. We're sick. We are sick. We have to praise dance in the car at 4:30 in the morning. Really just out here started crying. Sometimes I get so stuck on complaining about the counting or all the work that it takes to fulfill the calling, not realizing how much I have to be grateful for. Stop complaining, hitting me. And just stop for a minute and look. It's such a blessing.
I'm just so grateful that I made it this far. Almost thought I had to call my mama in a cup car. Benny's everything for me and everything I need.
Oh, come on, Chelsea. You cannot be this side of the cold already. It hasn't even snowed. You're not even close. It hasn't even started. Oh, crap. All right. Good morning. I'm just sitting here yip-yapping to myself. That's really how it be, too. Look, I didn't even speak to y'all yet. Nobody's actually on the camera yet. But if you're watching this and I'm talking to you, that's really how my life be. I be sitting here just talking to myself, talking to God, just speaking out loud. Like, what are you even talking about? Okay, at least put this down a little bit. You looking a little crazy. It's actually getting nice and warm in here. Nice and toasty. The seat warmers are like the best thing ever. Thank you, God, for my seat warmers. It's perfectly in mind. Thank God. Y'all, when I first started my journey to self-discovery a while ago, seems like a long time ago, I guess it was like a year and a half ago, I started with a gratitude journal because I was doing so much research and so many people were talking about the importance of gratitude and how it can help change your mindset. And I was like, bet, I need anything at this point. And so I started this like gratitude journal where I would do 3 different things every night before bed, write down what I was grateful for. And I'm telling you, it helped so much. It helped so much. Like nowadays, it's such a habit for me to think positive. My mindset is completely different than it used to be. Like it's completely changed. I used to think of negative all the time. Like my very first thought at any given moment was a negative thought. And nowadays, even when depression touches me, because y'all know I still struggle with depression a lot, it just doesn't take over my mind and my world the way that it used to. But it's still there. And even when depression hits me, touches me, it can't take over because my positive thoughts are so loud. Because my positive thoughts are the very first thoughts in my mind at all times. Like the negative is there, but it's like a low whisper behind my positive thoughts. And I really think that it had a lot to do with that gratitude journal. That it really helped. I'm just saying, try it. So I definitely just recorded that whole video, and at the end before it saved, it said couldn't record video. Sir, that was rude. Anyway, I was talking about gratefulness. That was so mean. I just said all of that. I was telling you guys about what happened with my son last night. So we did not do Sunday reset this week, which is very frustrating. Because my Sunday reset sets me up for the week. It prepares me for the week. It gives me a better shot at having a good week. And I didn't do it this week because I was just fighting depression and all these things. And so yesterday, on a Wednesday, we had to go to the grocery store. The grocery store is one of the biggest things in our family, my little family, that just irks my freaking nerves. Because my son hates the grocery store. I think he assumes that I'm just having a field day when we go because he's so distraught. Like, he's like, I can't believe you're making me go here. Boy, don't nobody want to be here either. And so he just drives me nuts when he sits in that store and complains. And I'm like, bro, I don't want to do this either. I had to freaking meal plan and make sure I get all the right ingredients. You got all these people around, all these energies around. Now you sitting here complaining, and I gotta spend coins. Like, it sounds awful, for real. He also had a not so great day at school, and so he had an attitude walking into the grocery store. I'm like, this is already gonna be bad. I'm trying to like throw some positive vibes out there, you know, change the experience before it even starts. And we just did not have a great grocery trip. And on the way home, he was already frustrated. After the grocery store, every single time, even after sometimes when I pump gas, whatever amount of money I spend, he counts. Like, he just sits there and counts. Well, yesterday we spent $202, and so he had a high number to count to, and he was boo-hoo crying, y'all. Mind you, this is something I've done for a while, just trying to teach my son the value of money, right? I believe that's something I was not taught. And so I've just been trying to instill that in my child in the most simple way possible, right? Like, just count the number that mommy just spent. You're going to eat all this food. You don't have to spend any money. I got us. But count. Count just to see how much money we just spent. Count to see how much it really costs to get all these groceries in the house like this. So he's very used to doing that, but he was not happy about it. And so he was in the backseat, boo-hoo, crying. And when I tell you, it was a whole God moment for me. God really spoke to me through that moment. And I'm going to tell you what he said. God said, I paid the ultimate sacrifice. I paid the ultimate price to save all of my children. And all of my children sit there crying because they have an easy job to do. What? Not realizing that their part is just a really teeny tiny price. It's a really teeny tiny task compared to what I paid. Child, I spent $202 in a grocery store that I did not want to be in, buying food that I didn't really want, because now I have to go home and cook it, and I don't want to cook. I'm tired. I'm exhausted, honestly. Like, my days are so busy that by the time I'm done cooking 3 meals for my child every day, I'm like, yo, I'm so tired. Like, I don't want to do this. And to think that my son only had to count. You had to sit in the back seat comfortable. You didn't have to make no money. You didn't have to spend no money. You don't have to prepare any of the food. You don't have to cook any of the food. You don't have to plan any of the meals. You don't have to do none of that. You don't have to walk around the store making sure you get all the ingredients for all the meals that you planned. You don't have to worry about money. You don't have to worry about how much it's about to cost you. You don't have to do nothing but look cute and eat it. Crazy. And you have the audacity to sit there and cry. I'm telling y'all, God really spoke to me through that last night. And I was like, you're not wrong. I'm so sorry, God. The fact that you paid the ultimate price to save me, the fact that you have an entire plan set out, prepared for my life, yet I can't even wake up early without complaining. I can't even hit the gym without complaining. I can't sit down and make a plan and write it out and make it plain without complaining. I can't work without complaining. What in the world? Not to mention all the things that God gave us, that God created for us to make it even easier. God paid the ultimate price, and all we had to do is sit in the back seat and count. All we have to do is sit in the back seat and keep our hands on the wheel and let him navigate. That's it. That's it. And most of us can't do that because we're so busy complaining. We're so busy crying because of everything that we've been through, because we had a frustrating day at school, because we don't want to be at the grocery store, because we don't want to be uncomfortable. We don't want to do anything. We don't want to do anything. Most of the time, my child don't want to do anything. He just wants to go home and use the iPad. He wants to go home and play Fortnite. Like, are you kidding me? That's a lot of us. A lot of us, we want to go home and we want to partake in all these things that are not bettering us. They're not bringing us closer to God. They're really just distractions. They're distractions disguised as fun. And so then when it's time to work, so then when it's time to hustle, then when it's time to sacrifice anything, we sit there and cry. We act like it's so difficult. It's so hard. No, it's really not. It's really not that hard to get up early. All you have to do is wake up. That is so sick when you really think about it. The fact that so many of us can't even wake up. We can't even sacrifice a little sleep. You don't even have to sacrifice sleep. Go to bed earlier. I wake up early because I go to bed early. I don't ever have to sacrifice sleep. All you have to do is wake up. All you have to do is read. God died for us. And all he asks is that we read the word and we complain. We're sick. We are sick. I say we because I'm including myself. I ain't trying to call y'all out now. I'm including myself and whoever resonates, baby. Oh, my gym uncle just texted me. Hey, friend. He said, hey, Chelsea, I got a good question for you. What? Tell me. I had to get a new pre-workout. I'm so tired of paying for this. See, and I just did it. And I heard myself complain. Oh, shoot. I sat there and said, I'm so tired of paying for this. So what you're telling me is God provided you with enough money to buy that thing that can make your gym experience a little bit better. Woo! Stop playing. We about to run. We about to praise dance in the car at 4:30 in the morning. Because what? Are you kidding me? God gave you a task that is not that difficult of a task when you're being for real. God just asked you to count in the back seat. And you're not only complaining, but God gave you a thing to even make that task easier, and you're still complaining. Are you crazy? When we really think about this, in the depth that it really is, like, are you kidding me right now? God gave me the space, the opportunity, the energy to get my butt up in the morning and work on myself. He gave me the space. He gave me the availability to get up and hit the gym in order to become the person that he needs me to become to survive where he's taking me. He needed me to be prepared in that sense of I needed to have the confidence. I wasn't going to have the confidence with all that extra weight on me. I wasn't going to have the energy with all that extra weight on me. I wasn't going to have the ability to do what he needs me to do with all that extra baggage on me, with the hatred that I felt from my body. God gave me the gym so that I could work on myself. Then God gave me the opportunity and the availability to hit that gym. And then God gave me pre-workout to make my gym workouts an even better experience. And I'm still complaining. You know what? Let's go work out. Cause that's crazy. That is crazy. Watch how much you complain today, bro. I'm about to really sit there and watch how much I complain today and catch myself every single time that I do, because that's wild.
Thank God I get to wake up by your side. Thank God your hand fits perfectly in mine.
Y'all, when I say I just had a whole moment, I really just sat here, started crying, just drinking my pre-workout. I didn't even get very far. Because really that song came on, of course, at the perfect moment. And I just started bawling. Like, because when you really think about it, bro, it's so crazy. Like, oh my God. Sitting out front of this gym. And like my gym uncle just texted me, like I have friends in there, I have people in there, I'm comfortable in there. Like that's my space. This is my comfort zone now. And a year ago, I used to cry before I went into the gym because I hated my body so much. And I'm like, everybody's looking at me. Everybody's making fun of me. Like, I don't belong here. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't fit in. I'm very uncomfortable. Like, do you know how much has changed in my life in the past year and a half? And I have the audacity to complain about anything. I have the audacity because God asked me to count. Like, what? All God asked me to do is count to 202. That was a bar. And I still have the audacity to complain. God, it's like, it really made me so emotional because it doesn't make sense when you think about it, yo. Like, it sounds so stupid when you say it out loud. You really are going to sit there and cry and complain and be mad that you had to count. Sometimes I get so stuck on complaining about the counting or all the work that it takes to fulfill the calling, not realizing how much I have to be grateful for. I swear God was like, all right, you're going to preach this word on this camera and then it's going to hit you. It's going to hit you exactly what I just spoke through you. Stop complaining and start opening your eyes to realize all the things that I set in place for you. I have a plan for you. I have a plan that is so strategic and intentional and beautiful and profound. Like, you can't even see it for yourself yet. You can't even believe it for yourself yet because it's so beautiful and so planned out. And you're complaining every single step of the way. Oh my gosh. I cannot. I just had a whole moment. Thank God. Ooh, that's so funny that I just said that, because that was the name of the song that God just randomly put on in my car at 5 o'clock in the morning. I haven't even heard that song in a long time. Anyway, I'm really gonna finish this and go work out now. Bye, friends. What? Listen to the song that just came on. Are you kidding me? God is comedy. That is comedy. I haven't heard this song in so long. Is it remix? Y'all, the sky looks gorgeous. And I'm gonna eat my Tootsie Rolls today, because I worked for this. Whew. Why is it so cold like that? Oh, was this the wrong one? I think this one been in the car. I think this one frozen. The sky! Sorry, I did not need to holler like that. The sky looks so gorgeous right now. And I'm gonna go to my park just to show y'all how gorgeous the sky looks. So if you're new here, I am a sucker for a good sky. I love the sunrise. I love the sunset. Like, my vibe. That's my vibe. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It is so pretty. I love it. The sunrise is just such a constant, everyday reminder that you can start over again. And I'm not just talking about reinvention. Yes, you can completely reinvent your entire life at any given moment. But I just mean, like, when you had a bad day yesterday, that ain't today. I know what happened yesterday. I know what happened last week. I know what happened last year. But today is a new day. How do people not love that? Like, what? Sometimes, I swear. Oh my gosh. It gives me so much hope and like inspiration and just motivation to keep trying, to keep becoming. So I spend most of my cardio time just playing softer music, you know, thinking about all the things that I really do have to be grateful for. Not that I don't know, but I feel like sometimes we just need to remind ourselves. Like, depression for me has really been hitting me hard lately. And I feel like it's so easy for me to be stuck on the fact that I wish I didn't have to handle that. I wish I didn't have to deal with depression. I wish it didn't hit me as hard as it usually does, especially during this time of the year. But, there's always a but. But the fact that I am still functioning, the fact that depression can hit me now, but I have a healthy lifestyle that's so intact, it cannot keep me down for that long. Like, it's impossible for depression to take over my world the way that it used to, because my habits are so on point. My habits and my lifestyle is so opposite of what a depression lifestyle looked like for me, that it can't, there's no room for it in my space. And I love that. I love that even though I have depression and I'm dealing with all of these things, I can still get my butt up and go to the gym because it's a habit. And I'm thankful for that. I should be grateful that I'm still at the gym, that I'm still sweating, that I'm still moving my body, that I'm still praying, that I'm still able to manage and function, because a lot of people can't. A lot of people, you know, they have that depression that just takes them down to the ground and they can't even help it. And it's like, I've been there before too. And so just stopping to be grateful that, yes, I'm dealing with something heavy, you know, and I deal with it often, but I'm still overcoming and I'm still pulling through. And that's a huge thing to be grateful for. And this sky looks so gorgeous, y'all. I'm about to show you. Oh my God. You're kidding me. You're kidding. How do you see skies like this and then you don't stop and be grateful for just life in general? Like, that is so crazy to me. I really feel like enough people don't look at the sky. Enough people are not paying attention. Because how do you look at that and not see God? How do you look at that and not see hope? Like, sometimes you just have to stop. Like, just stop for a minute and look at the sky and see it for what it really is. Like, the beauty in it. It's like, God, we deal with so many things on a daily basis, but God always gives us a new day. God always gives us a new sky. And the fact that we have a new sky every single morning, it's such a blessing. And so often we're so busy that we miss it. When's the last time we looked at the sky? Go look at the sky. Make it a priority to catch a sunrise, because